What's up, guys? Welcome to Cross Platform, where esports, entertainment, and business connect. I am Herb May, your host. I am the Director of Business Development here at Axis Replay. Cross Platform is powered by Axis Replay. We are a 12,000 square foot gaming facility in Atlanta, Georgia, with over 70 systems to play on, 10G internet, the premier facility for esports and gaming in not only Georgia, but we believe the country. Here we go again. Cross-platform, week 3. Welcome back. Thanks again so much for tuning in with us. It's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to continuing down the road, staying on the topic of breaking into the esports industry, moving into the next strategy, free work. Got to do it for free. Got to show you're willing to break in. My first free job ever actually was my internship when I was 17 years old with the Baltimore Ravens. Total passion project. Got an opportunity to come in and, be in the locker room for an entire summer. And I was near pro players. I was, Joe Flacco, and I was near Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs. It was the greatest thing in my life. But I was so passionate on breaking in to the NFL at the time that I was willing to do anything for free. And I was there at 5 a.m. in the morning to, I don't even know how late at night, doing just the grossest jobs you can ever imagine. But it was awesome, and I loved every second of it. And so that's really what first instilled the free work ability in me. To be completely honest and to be completely transparent, I was never very good at school. Quite honestly, I really hated school, and my dad can attest to that. But so it was never my GPA that was going to get me my jobs moving forward, but it was going to be my ability to literally do anything to break into the door. Same thing with my former role with the NFL, which was which ended last in March. But again, that job was, my first internship was 3 weeks. Really low pay to break in the door, and that led to my full-time role, which then moved me to New York. So moving back into the esports space, after all those LinkedIn connections and relationships that I had built, one thing I begin to notice is that whether you had been in the space for just a couple months or whether you were a high-end executive, everyone had done some form of free work. I'd probably say over 60% of the people that I connected with within the esports ecosystem, whether it was for a team, whether it was for an organization, whether it was for a publisher, whether it was for a tournament organizer, whether it's just a local land center, whether you're just building projects yourself, a lot of it was stemmed from free and hustle. It's just, I am here for my passion for gaming. And I was coming from traditional sports, so I had to show that I was in this for the real thing. I was in this because I truly believe in esports and the growth that is coming over the next decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. I'm ready to be a part of this and show that I'm ready to bring value in an authentic way. So first job once leaving the NFL was with a small shop here in Georgia. Was able to pick up some free work there, where it was a couple great weeks of building out a couple events, some partnerships conversations, sponsorship conversations, but really gave me my first attempt to show that I was here to work. I was here to work for the love of working and not for the paycheck, because in all honesty, there is a pretty average salary number in the esports ecosystem at the moment. Now, I think that definitely changes 5-10 years down the road, but unless you're a pro gamer, a streamer, or you're working for a publisher and you're a high-end executive, your salary is definitely gonna sting a little bit, and it's definitely beneficial to live in Georgia, where everything is half the cost. But you've got to show that you're willing to eat that, and you're in it for the hustle, and you're in it for a hustle, the hustle for 5 or so plus years, because that's probably when some of the returns are going to start to show. But for right now, breaking into the esports ecosystem is going to show that you're willing to do a good amount of work for free, because that's what's going to get you on short lists. And one of the things that I've pride myself on is just becoming that ingrained in the back of people's minds. So it's like, hey, I wonder, I remember this kid, Herb May, called me. He was willing to do some free work. Herb May did this for us one time. He did it for free. Just, becoming that gnat that was around, doing free stuff, working very hard, showing the hustle, is how I kind of ingrained myself on short lists. So just to summarize everything, it really, free is okay. Obviously, don't do it forever, because that will begin to, not pay off. But do it initially. Show that you're willing to break into the space. Show your authenticity in breaking into the space, and there'll be some great returns in the long run. So again, thanks so much for joining us. Super excited to be doing this cross-platform project, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks.